Hey guys, how you doing? It's Kevtech here bringing another video on information technology. I hope you're having a good day. Happy Saturday. And today I want to go over Microsoft Purview. Obviously, if you're new to my channel, you know what to do. Rate, comment, subscribe, give me a thumbs up. Greatly appreciate it. All right, so I'm going to share my screen and we're going to go over Microsoft Purview. And I have it on right now, actually. So here we go. Let me share my screen. Screen three. So I just want to go over some stuff in the actual apps. We're going to go back to home. So you have your solutions, your audit, communication compliance, compliance alerts, compliance manager, data catalog, data lifecycle management, data loss prevention, data security investigations, DSPM for AI, e-discovery, information barriers, information protection, insider risk management, and records management, and there's all the other stuff that takes you to other portals. So we're not going to do that. But the one I care about is data loss prevention. We are going to go over that. I just want to show you that in here they have agents, right? So you create an agent for security purposes on your actual portal. Well, we're not gonna do that, but yeah, it's not gonna let me do it. But and then here is the learning stuff, like to actually learn how to set it up. So they have documentation on how to, like, I guess Microsoft's best practices for setting up Microsoft Purview, or just setting up anything that is related in here into the solutions, they're in there. So they have videos. For some reason, this is not working. It's taking a while to load. It's like me during the audit when I worked at a cybersecurity company for an MSP, and the auditor is on looking at my screen. I'm trying to show the auditor something. I'm like, come on, work. Don't make me look bad. Yeah, it's not. It's not. I'll come back to this. Maybe I have to just refresh it. We're just gonna refresh it. There we go. All right. So it's like, what is Microsoft Purview? Map data, classified general data governance, data security, protection data, data compliance. And then here, if you want to do training, you can. It takes you to another page for actual training. So if you're trying to set it up, or like I said, Microsoft best practices, it is there if you want to set it up. Um, they do have training on this. But for me, it would be DLP. Is what I'd be looking for. There we go. Prevent data loss for Microsoft Purview. Implement endpoint data loss prevention for Microsoft Purview. It's 51 minutes long. Okay, that's fine. And endpoint, blah, 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 blah. Just-in-time access, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so I'm not gonna go over that, but you get the gist. There's actual training for it. Anyway, they have videos here as well. If you want to look at the videos, they have a bunch of videos here. They have blogs as well, actually. What we care about is the settings. Is because I have a free account, really can't do anything right now. Upgrade account. You have your Microsoft Intro ID, roles, administration units, data connectors, all connectors, and then my connectors, and then device onboarding, devices. This is for like device onboarding for compliance. I mean, I don't have a licensing, so it's not gonna let me do it. But what I did was, and actually still working on it. What I did was I went to solutions and I went to data loss prevention, which is DLP. And I actually created a policy. And I'm gonna walk you through how to create your own policy on Microsoft Purview just to show you how it works. So we're gonna go under policies. I created a US finance policy. We're gonna create a brand new policy. Then we're gonna do enterprise applications and devices. And I want to set up a policy for finance. And I work a lot um with like PCI stuff. So I'm gonna put PCI in there. So there's credit card information. We're gonna head next. And it says helps detect the presence of information subject to PCI, data security standards, PCI, DSS, including information like credit card, debit card numbers. So we're gonna head next. And just give that a second. You should have been added for admin. I'm not gonna do any of that. It's fine. Full directory next. And it says, do you choose where to apply the policy? So I go in here and uncheck on premise. I could uncheck exchange email, or I wanted to be apply to email. I could apply to SharePoint sites, OneDrive accounts, Teams chat. I'm gonna put it for everything. So hit next. It says review and customize default settings for the from the template. We're gonna do credit card information. So I'm gonna hit next. It says detect when the content is shared from Microsoft 365 with people outside my organization or only with people inside my. It's gonna be both. So I don't want them sending. I don't want them sending credit card information to people that are outside the organization. If they do, they're gonna get an alert about it. And it says when content matches policy, so tips sends an email notification to the user. So yeah, it's gonna send it customized. Yep, and then you could customize the text if you want. We're not gonna do that, but this is preview and edit. You could change all this. You customize it to whatever you want. So we're gonna hit next. We're gonna leave that alone. We're gonna hit next. Run the policy simulation mode. No, I want to actually turn it on right now because I don't want people sharing credit card information outside or inside the organization. And turn that on. I'm gonna hit submit. So now we have PCI policy set up for our work environment. So now you know how to set up. Now you could say I have done DLP and I have set up PCI policy using DLP. You could put that on your resume now. So we're gonna let that submit. Just give it a second. And I said there are videos on this. So like there's actual training with Microsoft on this. I don't want to make this video too long, but a new policy has been created. It's giving me some more recommendations. I'm just gonna hit done. And this one's also syncing. And the reason why it's not gonna work right now, because it takes a while. So if we go here, right? I'll show you right now. And it says policy sync status. It says sync in progress, and it says we're applying your policy specified and updating in a specific status regularly. It could take up to 2 hours before the sync is complete. If your policy includes users and groups, it could take 20 for us. I would have to come back to this, if that makes sense, in order to see if it actually, it should be green like this one, where it says sync complete. This is a default Office policy. And then this one is contains credit card numbers shared externally, internally. I mean, we could try that one. Let me see if it works. So we're gonna do uh so we're gonna test it right now, actually. Uh See if it does anything. If it doesn't work, it doesn't. I have to go back to the policy and check to see why it doesn't work. Okay, yeah, it does work. It does work. All right. Credit card number is 4242. You share content contains content one or more credit cards people outside organization. Consider removing the numbers and make sure it's okay that everyone you're sharing with can view them. So it's complaining about credit card numbers. And that's because of that policy that I set up. And actually you go in here. Um you should be able to you should be able to see alerts. If it might show me an alert, I'm not sure. Doesn't say anything here. Learn more about, let's go back to overview. Let's go to instance page. It says none. Yeah, it's not. showing me anything, but it's supposed to give you some information. Well, you saw that it works. Like I literally sent an email to myself and it actually did not let me email myself. I emailed my Gmail account and it's like, what are you doing, man? You can't do that. It's like, don't do that. That's a no-no. So it got angry with me for trying to do something I'm not supposed to be doing, if that makes sense. So go back to home, passport number. Yeah, so that's what happened. Like it literally, I got three emails, which is crazy. So I got one that says you share content that contains one or more credit card numbers with people outside organization. We know it works. It does work. Email conflicts with your policy against issues. Messages sent to people outside organization. Message contains the following information, credit card numbers. Yeah, it doesn't like it. It does not like it. It does not like it. And I did that. I literally put my yeah, I put credit card number in there. It's just for testing purposes. It's just yeah, it didn't like that I did that. So you see that it does work. Yeah, I got an alert again. Look, I would have to turn off that policy in order for me to send emails to myself, my actual Gmail account. What I did was I went to stripe.com testing and I actually pulled up some debit card information, like fake debit cards, because I wanted to test it and I actually put it in there to simulate a DLP solution or DLP policy, if that makes sense. So yeah, so that works. So that's it for me. I don't want to share everything that's in Microsoft Purview because it's way too long. This will be a way long video, but I'll stop sharing. So yeah, hopefully that helps you out. I did DLP and when I worked at a MSP company for a cybersecurity MSP company, and I had to set up DLP for Google Workspace. But then I had some other organizations that I worked at that they actually had me set up DLP for Microsoft Purview because it's kind of like, but when it first came out, I was kind of new to it, but it's kind of cool that they have like templates that are already in place to learn about it. Anyway, with that being said, I hope you guys have a wonderful day and hopefully this helps you out. Take care. Bye.